Assalamualaikum students. This is our new lecture and the topic of this lecture is sentence, its structure and its type. Students, I have already discussed sentence in my previous lectures, but here again I'm going to discuss what is sentence. When we speak or write, we use words and we use those words generally in a group. Like, I am a teacher, you are a student, and the name of my university is Lahore Leeds University. You see, this is a group of words. I am a teacher. In this sentence, a group of words is used to convey a message. Similarly, the definition of sentence is a sentence is a combination of words that makes complete sentence. It contains the main idea. So you see the examples. I am a teacher. This is a sentence containing a group of words that makes complete sense, and it also presents the main idea. If we will say teacher AMI, is it making a sense? No. Second example, student are you. Is it making a complete sense? No. So, definition of sentence is a sentence is a group of words arranged in a particular order that contains a subject and a predicate and expresses a complete thought. So, it is arranged in a particular order. I am a teacher. You are a student. You see, it is arranged in a particular order. If we rearrange this order, teacher AMI, then it doesn't make any sense. So, the complete definition of sentence is a sentence is a group of words arranged in a particular order that contains a subject and a predicate and expresses a complete thought. Now, let's see what is subject and predicate. To know a subject and predicate, let's have a quick review about the definition of sentence. That a sentence is a group of words arranged in a particular order that contains a subject and predicate and expresses a complete thought. So, this is called a structure of sentence having a subject and predicate. Plus, it must represent or expresses a complete thought, a complete main idea. Okay, what is subject and what is predicate? A subject is a person or a thing about which something is said, while predicate express something about the subject. The subject of a sentence may be a word or a group of words that tells us who or what does something. In a sentence, when we talk about is the subject. For example, I am a teacher. Here, what you know about this sentence. I am a teacher. Who is telling you about whom? Like it tells you about me that I am a teacher. Here the subject is I because I am telling you something about me. So in a sentence, what we talk about is subject. Here I talk about myself, then I is subject. Secondly, the part of the sentence which says something about the subject is called predicate. For example, I am a teacher. Here, I is subject and the remaining part of the sentence which says something about the subject is called predicate. So here, I is subject and am a teacher is predicate. And third point is it may speak about the subject or an action of the subject. For example, the name of my university is Lahore Leeds University. So, a predicate it may speak about the subject or an action of the subject. Here, the name of university is Lahore Leeds University. So, here a group of words is telling us about the name of university. Lahore Leeds University is the subject and the remaining part is predicate. Let's discuss subject and predicate in more detail in the next slide. Okay, structure of sentence. Here again, we will talk about subject and predicate. First, we will see the examples. I am a teacher. You are a student. The name of my university is Lahore Leeds University. Here, as I told you in previous slides, that I is subject and am a teacher is predicate because here the remaining part, the predicate, is telling us something about the subject. Same is with the second example, you are a student. Here, you is subject and are a student is predicate because are a student is telling us something about you. The next example is different from previous two examples. The name of my university is Lahore Leeds University. Here, the name of my university is predicate while Lahore Leeds University is subject. There are many subjects where predicate comes first and the subject comes later. This slide is also linked with the previous slide, and in this slide we are again going to discuss the structure of sentence. Here the first two examples are the same, like I is the subject and am a teacher is predicate, and secondly, you is the subject and are a student is predicate. Third example, Lahore Leeds University is subject and the name of my university is predicate. Actually, the subject usually precedes the predicate. For example, I am a teacher. Here, the subject precedes the predicate. However, in some cases, the subject follows the predicate. For example, Lahore Leeds University is subject, the name of my university is predicate. The predicate always contains the verb and tells us more about the subject. This, thus, it may contain an object, a complement, or another object in addition to the verb. So let's see these examples in more detail. Okay, students, if you are thinking about how to identify subject in a sentence, then here is your answer that the subject can be identified by placing the word who or what before the verb. For example, Lahore Leeds University, as we know, it is a subject, and the name of my university is it is a predicate. And if we want to identify the subject, then we will put who or what before verb. Verb is in the whole sentence. The name of my university is Lahore Leeds University. Here, verb is the word is, and we will put what before is. So, what is replaced with the subject and is the verb, and the name of your university is predicate. I think you are getting my idea. Here are some sentences. It is your exercise to find out the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. This is the second part of our topic, that is kinds of sentence. There are four kinds of sentence. Those which make statements or assertion, like I am a teacher, you are a student. The name of my university is Lahore Leeds University. And here I have mentioned an example, that is Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Second kind is those sentences which ask questions. How are you? Where do you live? What are you doing? And third kind of sentence which expresses commands, requests, or entreaties. For example, be quiet. Please do it now. Shut the door. Come here. And fourth kind of sentence is which expresses strong feelings. Example, what a shame. How cold the night is. Hurrah, we have won the match. These are four kinds of sentences, and uh, I'm going to discuss one by one in the next slides. Students, this is the first kind of sentence, assertive or declarative sentence. According to Bell and Martin, this is the first kind of sentence that describes or says about someone, and it is basically a simple sentence. For example, he is a doctor. She is living in Lahore. This sentence is quite positive sentence. It describes something and it tells you something. So, assertive and declarative sentence is a sentence that makes a statement or assertion. This is very simple kind of sentence. This is second kind of sentence, and it is called interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called an interrogative sentence. For example, where do you live? How are you? Who are you? And you see, this kind of sentence that asks something always starts with what, when, who, where, why, how, and it always ends with a question mark. Third kind of sentence is imperative sentence. An imperative sentence is a sentence that expresses a command or an entreaty. A sentence which expresses a request or a command or an order, that is called imperative sentence. For example, come here, go there, shut the door. This is the fourth kind of sentence, that is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses strong feeling. For example, hurrah, we have won the match. Ah, she has died. And what an excellent performance. These all are exclamatory sentence. The exclamatory sentence have exclamation mark. Students, I hope you have learned the structure of sentence and the kinds of sentence as well. So here is an exercise, and you have to identify the kind of sentence from the following.